My name is Brett,
And I'm James, and we're Frenship.
and you're watching Toasted.
Guys, welcome to Amsterdam.
What's up? It's good to be here.
Thank you.
You been here before, actually?
I have, yeah. It's a good time. Love it.
So you skipped the greatest party on earth probably yesterday, but you did visit, right? Yeah.
I was here, yes. No comment.
So you saw all the cliches, like women smoking cigars from places that you wouldn't expect, etc., etc.
Cliches,
I saw some things,
You saw some bananas going up places where you couldn't imagine.
Ping pong balls and
all that stuff.
all that great.
And then you go like, this is probably the place where I could live, right? I mean, that's what I heard.
Just in that little district, yeah.
It was something, yeah. I've never seen that before. It's not my style so much, yeah.
I can't imagine. I mean, it's the thing in Amsterdam is I've been living here since, Jesus, for 30 years at least. I don't go to coffee shops. I'd never go to the red light district. You know, it's like, it's a tourist thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, completely. The one time I went a while back, but the one time I went, it was, I think, primarily tourists, actually. I don't think I saw any actual Dutch people there, but
It felt like just American frat boys everywhere.
yeah.
It was like just
A lot of hen parties, probably, and stag parties from the UK as well.
yeah. But and that's what you hear about, like in the States or whatever. You hear about the weed and the red light district, but it's such a gorgeous city, like the whole place. I had no idea that it was gonna be this pretty.
It is amazing. I saw some pictures of you guys traveling through Europe. Actually, I mean, that's a fucking, excuse my language, nice trip. Jesus.
Yeah.
yeah, that was. We were fortunate enough to go on tour with Bastille and Rationale, and it was. I've never experienced anything like that. That was the most people we've played in front of, and stadiums. Like it was.
And the crowd was really into it as well. I mean, it's normally if you open for a band like that, it's probably nobody shows up for you. Everybody just goes to the bar, have a beer, or take a piss before they go and watch the band. But I mean, the place was packed, man.
Yeah.
I thought. I think those were the best fans I've seen, honestly, for an opener. They were super respectful, warm, welcoming, and were singing with us and jumping around, and it was fantastic. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if more people actually knew your music maybe than even Bastille, because I mean, I just checked the plays on Spotify, and I had to look like 5 times, and now it says 317,227,331 plays.
You got the exact.
It's crazy.
That's like Justin Bieber stuff, man.
we couldn't imagine this. I mean, this doesn't happen really anymore. Like people, or I mean, maybe more so these days than it did before. But it's like to be a band with like no recognition, nobody knew who we were, and then to have one song just kind of do that out of nowhere. It was just crazy, and we could not be more appreciative and grateful and humbled by it too, because.
So what is a success? Because it's of course it's a standout song. I mean, it's a hit, massive hit as well. But I mean, it's not like the other songs are worse, you know.
We hope not. I mean, we stand by everything we put out, and I mean, like our next song, "1,000 Nights," I hope it can do in the range of that. I mean, that'd be great, but it's starting to go a little bit, but
A little bit, 7 million plays already.
yeah, we're getting going. We're getting going here. I don't know. I mean, we hope all our music can be heard by tons and tons of people.
Why the success? I mean, why is this song? I mean, it got picked up probably, or somebody put it on a Spotify playlist amongst huge hits. That's probably the breakthrough. That's something that you need.
Yeah. So we found out in hindsight. We had no idea how it was. Like we were just freaking out. Like, what? How is this happening and stuff? And then one of the programmers from Spotify, who does all of the pop playlisting over there, called us and he was like, "So here's what happened," and he basically just found the song on Hype Machine. It had gone #1. I don't know if it did by the time he found it, but
I think that's how you got it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was on Hype Machine, and then so he added it to their New Music Friday, and then it lived there for a week, and then the next Friday we were kind of like, all right, well that was that, and now it's done and whatever.
Was it that soon? It was that.
Yeah,
it was the next
the
Friday.
next Friday, and he just emailed us and said, I'm going to add it to the world's biggest playlist, and we'll see where it goes from here. And
we said, don't do that. That sucks. And then that was it.
Yeah.
I was also checking because you guys put the music on SoundCloud as well, and by now there's like well, I started counting the remixes, and of course, there's people who just grab your music and do remixes themselves. There was like 29 remixes when I stopped counting. Yeah, man. And there's one hardcore version, you know, Dutch Gabber House, which is like
There's
like
one
really fierce, like
Nice.
like. There's a Gabber House version of the song, man. That's amazing.
We should go listen to these.
I haven't heard any of them. We've heard the like 2 that we allowed, but
We got hit up a lot for them, and honestly didn't allow most of them. It wasn't our call at that point. It was kind of more on the label than us at that point. But it was.
I think it's cool. I think it's cool that other people love the song and start doing their stuff with it. I mean, there's hilarious stuff out there. I mean, of course, there's like also the lovely girls with the ukulele versions, but I mean, the Gabber House stuff, that's fantastic, man.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I've heard a Gabber House song. Is it?
What?
It's not hard style, right? Is that different? It's hard style. Okay, all right. Yeah.
But it's more like 90s hard style. Like,
Nice cheesy sense
One-
of stuff. Yeah, great.
One of our favorite things that we've seen, like out of in that realm of someone covering it or whatever, is people did a clap cover to it.
Oh my
So we were expecting like some like fancy clapping and stuff, but they were
It was
just
just like, campsite.
and they literally just did this the whole time.
Like some offbeat ones. I remember I posted that. Nobody liked it, but we thought we were dying. We thought it was incredible. So clap, guys. We love you.
I love it. Hey, Emily Warren, of course, the voice on Capsize. How did you guys team up?
She's on our publishing company, and our person over there recommended we get to know her and thought we'd vibe with her. And
Is she part of the band now?
no, we have another girl in the band who plays keys and sings that song, and she does backups and stuff too, Celeste Tauscher. But she, we became friends with Emily first, kind of like everybody we work with. We try to hang out with them and get to know them first before you are forced into a room with them and have to talk about personal stuff. But I mean, she's become a good friend, and yeah.
Are you guys working on new material? Are you guys working on an album? 'Cause
Yeah.
you probably have a lot of songs already finished, right?
I'm like you. Like I want an album. Those days are not gone for me. Like this modern kind of release, the way people are releasing things is just single by single, and I think an album makes a statement of kind of who you are. Like you can listen to like these classic albums that define bands like in the moment, and then they move on and they release the next batch of music that represents where they're at that moment. And I think that's something that we think is really valuable, and you know it's a interesting balance to do that all the while keep up with the pop landscape and how things are getting released and still be competitive in that world. So there's no perfect answer, but we definitely think an album is important, and that's
Working on material? I mean,
We've got 10 some odd songs that we're pretty happy about and are still crafting and working them, and we try to. It probably pisses off our label, but we take our time with it, and we want to make sure it feels really good and can stand the test of time, hopefully. And I think you give it some space while you're working, and you kind of find out if that song can stay with you, so.
Because Kids is an older song. It is on the EP, right? I mean, it's from 2013. There's the acoustic version now on the EP. So that does mean that your songs stand the test of time, right?
for us, at least.
Well, that's the most important.
Yeah, no, of course. I mean, that one was kind of paying a little bit of tribute to who we are and how we met, and that was the first song we ever wrote together, so it was, let's toss a...
Because basically what I read in the bio, most of the times, like 99% of the bios are all shit made up by a record company, that you guys actually met when you stopped drinking for something. That's what stuck. I mean, is that true?
Yeah,
we were going through a phase of sobriety, and then we quickly
we didn't have a problem or anything. We were just
we like to be healthy too.
Yeah, we were just buddies, and we were drinking and going out like young mid-20s guys, and now that we're old late 20s and getting older, but no, it just was we were tired of partying, so we wrote a song. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, and I think the point of redoing Kids also was just when we first did it, we had no idea what to do, and then we kind of were able to define a sound a little bit, and once we kind of better defined what we wanted to make and kind of had a better understanding of what we made together, we kind of went back and were like, well, this is outdated. It doesn't really fit what we're doing. So let's see if we can try a version that's I don't know.
We wanted it to feel live too, because we're not DJs. We're a band. We're a 5-piece band live. So we wanted, I think, to show that off a little bit in a way and be like, this is who we are now, and hopefully it does that.
Another track that I loved was Run Wild. I think it's an outstanding track. It's different than all the other tracks. I love the intro. When you listen, you don't have no idea where it goes. How did you come up with that?
We didn't come up with that original riff. Actually, it was we did the song with these Norwegian guys, Axel and Philip, and I think that they had like an instrumental, and it wasn't in that form, if I remember. It had like keys and other things around it, and then we were like, no, that synth line is really great. Yeah. And then so we had a session with them for a day, and then we took the track back and we put our own spin on it, and like we did the new bridge and stuff, and put some of our own production on it too. But yeah, that was with those guys, those Nords. So
Yeah.
I don't want to compare stuff. I mean, because I think it's pointless to a degree. On the other hand, it also works if you compare music to other bands and artists, because it gives people who don't know your music yet get an idea of what it's like. And I'm probably going way out of line here, and I'm totally wrong probably, but it did remind me of like the old Billy Ocean stuff. Like,
Oh yeah.
oh wow,
I'm
I'm not
fan.
insulted. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope Billy isn't insulted either, right?
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, that's true.
That might be yeah.
Yeah.
Not by me, that is.
That's like Caribbean Queen and.
No, that's
that was.
I don't have my phone on me here. Here, pull up. Wait.
I definitely. Yeah. I know. Who?
I don't even know if it's on Spotify.
I will also get you the Gabber House thing, because if you didn't hear that,
I want to see that.
I definitely have listened to a lot of Billy Ocean, and
there you go. Well, of course, this is a famous hit, When the Going Gets Tough.
Yeah, put it.
It's the whole synth pop thing.
Yeah, I'm not insulted.
We definitely pull from this era a lot. Yeah, like that's.
Let's go.
Let's go. Now let's get the Gabber thing as well.
Oh yeah, put it together.
That will take a second though.
It's totally Caribbean Queen.
There you go. Yeah.
Caribbean Queen.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Hey, another thing I found was the Spotify playlist. Catfish in the Bottle, man, is one of the guys that you played. That struck me. I think that's a cool record.
We like. I mean, he actually.
I'm a big fan of, like, their live show is really
they're
cool,
great.
and it's just that classic setup that I don't know. I'm a huge fan of kind of that rock thing live as well, and I think it translates as one of the. I don't know. It's those are fun shows. Like that's kind of the 15-year-old in you that is like, you know, you're seeing your first shows and they're your buddies that are playing rock, and then you kind of come up like that, and these are the guys that are doing it really well. And the
Great,
Good
lead singer's got some fancy moves. They were quite nice.
Yeah.
Declan McKenna as well on your list.
Yeah, I like him. He's young and he's.
ass.
It's always cool. That's the coolest thing. I think about when I was 15, what I was doing, and it was nothing of the sort, you know. So it's great. It's cool to see kids doing it and doing it really well. So
Fantagram, which is also a great band.
yeah, there you go.
They're like kind of the cool, weird. They're like cool. Yeah, gorgeous. Dating Shaun White. I'd date Shaun White. I don't know.
It's also nice gigs that you guys are going to play. I mean, I saw one in Utah, which was like a campsite something with camping.
It's a fest, I think. Yeah. I mean, that's right up our alley. We're outdoors guys, so. And the lineup is sick. There's like Lauryn Hill and some cool artists on there. Yeah.
Like the Airborne Toxic event, I thought they stopped playing as well, but I mean they're still around probably.
Yeah.
They're from Silver Lake, aren't they?
Yeah.
Is that them? Yeah. So that's where we
No way.
currently live, or our studio is at least. But yeah.
Cool. Hey, thanks so much for your time, and I hope to see you soon.
Thanks for having us. Pleasure.